We're going to be starting with a mindfulness exercise today. So you can either stay seated or you can lay down on your back. Okay. If you're laying down on your back, feel free to put a towel or something under your head so you have something comfortable there if you don't like it flat on the mat. And if you're seated, go ahead and just take a moment to find a nice, tall, comfortable seat. So as you inhale, sit tall, lift up through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, just soften the shoulders down and back. And you can either close your eyes or you can just gaze at something out in front of you. And right away, just bringing your attention to the breath. And gently place your hands on the lower belly. And just feel your belly rising and falling with the breath. So when we place the hands on the belly, right away it can start to have a little bit of a calming effect. Just bringing some attention to the body, paying attention to the way that we're breathing. And if we've had a particularly busy day, it's really easy to disconnect from the body a little bit. We spend a lot of time in our heads and not really focused on how we're breathing or how our bodies are feeling. So these first few minutes of class are a really great opportunity to just start to draw that attention inwards. So our yoga practice is very much a self-awareness practice, checking in, noticing how we're feeling. And just start to soften your eyes, relax your jaw, relax the shoulders, and deepen the breath. And as we begin our mindfulness exercise today, I'd like you to just imagine that you're stepping outside of yourself and just observing any thoughts that might be floating through your mind. As if you're watching a movie screen and your thoughts are like a silent movie that's playing out. And just sort of watching it with a sense of curiosity and detachment. So there's no need to try to control what's happening, but it's more like we're just watching. And just recognizing that these thoughts come and go in our minds, but they are not who we are. They're just thoughts. And then take a deep breath in through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Keeping your hands on your lower belly. Now draw your attention into the body and just observe the movement of your belly as you breathe in and out. Notice as you inhale, the belly expands. And as you exhale, the belly falls. As you inhale, the belly expands, and then maybe the chest rises as well. And as you exhale, the chest falls, the belly draws in. Few more breaths, just like that. Just paying attention to how it feels to inhale, the temperature of the air as it enters your nose. Notice the pause at the top of the inhale. And then exhale, the chest falls, the belly draws in. Take one more deep breath in and out. Good. And then gently release your hands and take a moment to pause. And as you inhale, if you're sitting up, sit up really tall, lift up through the crown of the head. If you're laying down, just lay there comfortably. Deep, deep breath in, and then exhale through the mouth. Good. Okay. From here, bring your hands together in front of the heart and just blink your eyes open, gazing down at your fingertips. And then release the hands and look up. Okay. So if you're laying down, we're going to start with a few stretches on the back. So go ahead and come down to lay on your back. You can move anything that's under your head out of the way. And we'll take a big stretch to begin. So as you inhale, reach the arms up, stretch the legs and point the toes. Deep, deep stretch here. And as you exhale, bring your right knee into the chest and use your hands to hug the knee into the chest. And then as you inhale, reach the arms up, stretch the legs. Exhale, bring the left knee into the chest. Pull the knee in gently. Inhale again, stretch the arms up, point the toes. Exhale, draw the right knee in, compressing the belly with the right thigh. And again, inhale, reaching up. Big, big stretch, point those toes. Exhale, draw the left knee in. Okay, this time inhale and stretch again. And this time we're gonna reach through the right side a little bit more. So reach the right fingertips a little higher, point the right toes a little bit more, stretch through the left waist. Good, and then do the opposite side. So stretching a little bit more through the right arm, through the right foot. Lengthen that side of the waist. And then again on the left side, stretch it, lengthen it a little bit more. Like you're trying to reach something above your head. And then stretch the right side. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then release the arms. Let's bend the knees and bring both knees into the chest. Hug your knees in and rock gently side to side. Okay. And then come back to center, just placing your hands now on top of your kneecaps, fingers pointing to the toes. And let's make circles in a clockwise direction with the knees. And just noticing a little bit of pressure on the lower back. A little massage for the lower back here. And then switch direction. Good. And then bring the knees into the chest. Place the hands behind the hamstrings and inhale, point the toes up to the ceiling, stretch the legs, and then flex your feet. Press the heels up towards the ceiling. Exhale, point the toes, stretch the tops of the ankles. Inhale to flex. And exhale, point. And inhale, flex. Good. Keep both feet flexed. Bring your hands to the lower belly and just draw your lower belly in towards the spine so that you feel your lower back pressing down into the floor. Feel your lower back pressing down into the floor. Lower belly is engaged. Now keep those abdominals engaged and lower the right leg all the way down. And then press down through the right thigh. Keep the right foot flexed. Okay. From here, point those left toes. Right foot stays flexed. And then stretch your arms out into a T, palms facing down. Keep your lower belly drawing in, lower back pressing to the floor. We're going to make big circles with this left leg. So move your leg out to the left and then down towards the right. And then inhale across the body and then all the way up. Okay, so the trick here is to go as slow as you can so that you're really having to control the movement. And in that control is what's going to really help to strengthen the leg and as well as the core, because your core is engaged and anchoring you in place even with the movement of this left leg. So try to go like you're in slow motion here. Engage your Ujjayi breathing. Constrict the back of your throat as you breathe. Listen to that quiet sound of the breath. Okay, and the next time that you come to center, we'll switch direction of the circle. So you'll move your foot across the body and then down. And then inhale to the left and back up. Okay, so this is one of those movements that looks easier than it actually is. If this feels really easy, then just try to slow it down a little bit. Let's do 2 more circles here. Oh, good. And then end with those left toes pointing up. Okay. And then flex, keep that right foot flexed. We're going to come into a little twist. So left leg reaches across your body all the way out to the right as much as is comfortable. And your left hip will come up off the floor and you'll feel a stretch in the spine. It's a little spinal twist here. And stay active with the left toes. So you're actively pointing the toes out away from you. And your head can look up or to the left. Deep belly breath. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly draws in. Find a point to focus your eyes. 2 more breaths. Inhale, Ujjayi breathing. We're constricting the back of the throat. Exhale, belly draws in. 1 more breath. Staying really present, noticing how your body feels, your breathing. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, roll back onto your back. Bring that leg up and then bend the knee into the chest and hug it in with your hands. Okay, and then use your hands to just move your knee in a circle here. So just feeling that femur bone moving around in the hip socket and then other direction. Good. And then from here, we're just going to extend that leg out and take a moment to pause. So just feeling the difference from one leg to the other. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. Let's try the other side. Flex both feet. Bring the right knee into the chest. Hold behind the thigh and then extend the right leg up. From here, point the toes. Good. And then extend the arms out, palms down, lower belly drawing in. Make big circles here. So extending that right leg out to the right and then down and then to the left and up. Okay, so it's like there's a pen attached to the tip of the toe, the big toe, and you're drawing a big circle with that toe. Again, going slowly, trying to control the movement. Noticing how this side feels compared to the first. And the next time that you come to center, we'll switch. Switching direction of that circle. Keeping the hips, keeping the lower back grounding into the mat. We're strengthening all the muscles in the leg as well as the core muscles that are grounding you here. Okay, and the next time that you come to the top, we're going to pause and get ready for our twist. So keeping those toes pointed, move your leg across you to the left and come down as much as is comfortable. Actively point with those right toes, and you can look up or look over to the right. Palms are pressing down into the mat. Focus your eyes on one point and inhale. We'll take 3 breaths. Inhale, 3. Exhale, feel your belly draw in. Inhale, 2. Exhale. And inhale, 1. Belly expands. Exhale, belly draws in. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Bend the knee, hug the knee into the chest. And then make a few circles here in a clockwise direction. And then counterclockwise. Good. And then from here, we'll release that leg to the floor. Take a moment to pause. Notice how your legs feel. Maybe any tingling, any sensations there. And then on your next inhale, we'll take a big stretch. So reach the arms up, stretch the legs, point the toes. And exhale, bend the knees, bring your hands to the floor, palms facing down. Let's take 3 easy bridges before we come up. Bring your knees, bring your feet hip width apart, palms facing down next to your hips. So let's start by just bringing awareness to the feet. So feel all your toes on the floor. Feel the heels and the balls of your feet on the mat. Soften your eyes, soften your jaw, and press through your feet. Lift your hips up, up, up until they stop on their own. And then just find your edge here. Find the maximum amount that you can come up while still keeping yourself in a somewhat easeful position. So it shouldn't feel so strained that you can't breathe or that you're clenching your jaw. Okay, take one more breath. And then exhale, roll the upper spine down, and then middle spine, and then lower spine. Okay, let's try that again. Press down through your feet, inhale, and float your hips up. Find your edge here. Notice as you press through the feet, you can float the hips up A little more. And then breathe. So soften your eyes, relax your jaw. Inhale, feel your belly expand. Exhale, hold. We'll take 2 more breaths. Focus your eyes on one point. Inhale, 2. Exhale, hold. Feeling the heat building in the legs. One more breath. Inhale, 1. And exhale, roll down 1 vertebra at a time. And then bring the knees into the chest. Gently rock side to side. Good. And then just wiggle the toes, point and flex the feet a few times. Good. From here, bring the feet to the floor. We're going to roll onto our left side and then come up onto all fours. So if you need to put a blanket or towel underneath your knees, now would be a good time to do that. We'll come onto hands and knees into tabletop position. Okay. So let's keep the toes tucked for now. Fingers spread wide. Middle fingers point straight forward. Okay. So in tabletop, the back is flat, the head and the neck are in line with the spine. So this is our neutral position here. Now let's go into an inhale and arch the spine. And this is cow position. As you exhale, round your back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. And this is cat position. Okay, so cat, cow. Inhale, arch the spine. Ujjayi breath, look up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. And again, inhale, arch. Exhale, round and tuck. Okay. Inhale, keep going. If you want a little more of a stretch, walk your hands an inch or 2 closer to your body. You'll get a deeper rounding and arching. Good, and let's do one more round here. Okay, inhale, come back into neutral position, tabletop. Press down through that left hand, and as you inhale, we're going to reach the right arm forward and then up. So big circle here, and then exhale back and then down. And then inhale, the right shoulder draws forward, and then the right elbow, and then the right hand. Big stretch, big circle up and down. So continue this on your own. Nice big shoulder circles. Each time just exploring, just finding your maximum amount of movement, okay? But being really careful, if you have a lot of tightness in the shoulder, if you have any injuries, then you might notice that your mobility is a little bit limited. And so you really just want to pay attention and respect when your body is reaching that limit. Yeah, everyone's is going to be different. Okay, so let's do one more circle here. Inhaling the arm up and exhaling back down. Coming back to neutral. Spread the right fingers wide, press through that right hand. Okay, so you're really activating that right hand to support you. And then the left arm reaches forward and then up. And then exhale back and down. Okay, inhale, the shoulder draws forward and then the elbow and then the wrist and fingers. Big circle, exhale down and back. So find your own rhythm, move with your breath here. And as you reach the left arm up, see if you can really open your chest. So as if you're trying to face your chest upwards. Okay, it's not really going to face upwards, but you have that sensation of really opening and expanding. Let's do one more circle here. And then slowly come back into tabletop. Good. Oh, so with the toes tucked, let's just draw the hips back towards the heels. Wake up the feet a little bit. Drag your toes back, stretch the skin behind your toes, and just feel into that stretch in the soles of your feet, bottoms of your toes. As you exhale, drop your chin towards the chest and see if there's a stretch in the spine, in the back of your neck. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And then as you inhale, roll your right ear towards the right shoulder. Little stretch for the neck here. Exhale the chin to the chest. Inhale the left ear towards the left shoulder. Exhale chin to chest. And again, inhale to the right. Exhale chin to chest. Inhale left. And exhale chin to chest. All right, from here, let's walk our hands closer to the body and see if you can sit back on the heels. If this hurts your knees or if it's too much for your ankles or your toes, then just keep your hands on the floor. If you want to practice your toe balancing pose, you can sit back on the heels, place the hands on the thighs, okay? And then as you're ready, you can lift the knees off the floor. So just help yourself out here as you need to, using your hands for balance until you're ready. Okay, and then squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Okay, this is going to activate your legs and help you stay balanced. And then hands together at the heart. Find a point to focus your eyes. Inhale, long spine, lifting through the crown of the head. Exhale, hold here. Let's try 2 more breaths. Okay, it's okay if you fall. It's okay if you have to adjust a bit. We're just practicing. Inhale for 2. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, shoulders down and back. Hug the shoulder blades together behind you. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the hands to the floor. Lift the hips up. Come into a forward fold. And gently rock forward and back from the heels to the balls of the feet here. Breathing in and out. Okay. Equal the weight on the heels and balls of your feet. Okay, so you're not leaning forward, you're not leaning back, you're just equally pressing through all parts of your feet. Now let's soften the knees and bring the chest and the forehead a little closer to your thighs. Okay, and then bring your hands behind the calves and rock the head gently side to side. Really release the neck and let the head be like a heavy weight that is stretching your neck and your spine. So let the crown of the head drop towards the floor. Soften the corners of your eyes. Soften your jaw. And just imagine the roof of your mouth dropping down through the crown of the head towards the floor. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in. And out. Okay. From here, relax the arms, bend the knees 90 degrees. Press down through your feet and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Slowly, slowly stacking one vertebra on top of the other until you're coming all the way up to standing position. And once you're standing, just notice what it feels like to stand tall. Lifting through the crown of the head, long spine, shoulders down and back. Okay. Lift your toes off the floor, spread the toes, and then relax the toes on the mat. Okay. Lift the kneecaps very slightly. Okay. Not so much that you're locking the knees out, but just so you're engaging those quads. And gaze forward. Hands beside you, palms forward, fingertips reaching down. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay. From here, let's walk to the top of the mat and bring the hands together at the heart. Let's move through some really simple sun salutations, starting here in Tadasana with the hands together at the heart. Find something to focus your eyes on. So find one point to look at. Soft gaze out. And then take a deep breath in. Sweep your arms out and up. Touch the palms, look up. Lean back. Exhale, open the arms wide. Swan dive, forward fold. Relax the head. Inhale, come halfway up. Place your fingertips on the shins. Straighten your arms and legs. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and back. As you exhale, hands to the floor. Left leg steps back. Lower the knee. Untuck the toes. So this is a low lunge. Press through the right foot. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Scoop your tailbone underneath you. Touch your palms and reach the fingertips high. Lift the heart and gently lean back into the space behind you. Find a point to focus your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Look down at the floor. Place your hands on the mat. Fingertips lining up with the toes. And then tuck your left toes and step into plank. Top of a push-up here. Spread the fingers wide. Draw the belly in. Reach the heels back. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. You can bend the knees first if you like, and then lower all the way down onto the belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, hug the shoulder blades together, lift the chin and chest. Come into a baby cobra. And then exhale, lower down, downward facing dog. Big stretch up and back. Okay, relax the head, give the head a little shake side to side, breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and step or jump to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Feel your spine, feel your hamstrings here as you fold, bringing the forehead towards the shins. And then inhale halfway up, fingertips on the shins, straight arms, straight legs, chest parallel to the floor. And then exhale, fold once again. Bend the knees and inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Come to stand, touch the palms above you, lift the heart, lean back, look up, and exhale, hands to the heart. Okay, let's do that again, feeling your full body in all of these movements. Inhale, reach the arms up, big stretch, lean back. Feel your feet on the floor. Exhale, swan dive forward. Forward fold. Feel the spine. Feel the backs of the legs. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, right leg steps back. Lower the right knee. Untuck the toes. Press through the left foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Touch the palms. Scoop the tailbone. And lift the heart. Leaning back gently. Breathing in. Exhale, reach the hands down, fingertips in line with the toes. So be really mindful. Try to place all of your body parts where you want them. And then come into plank pose. Few breaths here in plank. So spread those fingers. And the body's in a straight line, so we're not dropping the tailbone like this. We're engaging the belly, pressing the heels back. And strengthening the core, strengthening the arms, the legs. One more breath. As you exhale, lower down. You can drop the knees if you like. I always drop my knees because I have some sensitivity in my wrists here, so I am kind of gentle, and then I'll just bend my elbows, come all the way down onto the belly. Untuck the toes, hug the shoulder blades, lift the chin and chest. Okay, so we're not using the hands in cobra, okay? They're just placed on the floor. The lower back, the spine is doing the work in cobra pose, the baby cobra pose. So let's see if we can just take the hands off the floor. Okay, so now you're really feeling your lower back. So bring attention to especially the lumbar area of the spine and just feel that part really strengthening, really contracting to hold you here. Tuck the chin slightly, look down, take a breath in. Good, and then exhale, press the hands into the floor. And now if you want to come into a more full cobra, press through the hands and you can start to straighten the arms any amount. You don't have to straighten all the way. I can tell that my spine is not ready for me to straighten all the way. So I'm just going to hug my elbows into my rib cage, press down through the hands, press the shoulders down, and draw the chest forward. One more breath wherever you are, cobra or baby cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Big stretch up and back. All right, feel those heels grounding through the floor. Relax the head, shake the head a little bit side to side. Oh, let's take a lion's breath. So we're going to inhale through the nose, and then on your exhale, you'll stick out your tongue, roll your eyes back, and say, ah. So let's try that twice. Inhale and exhale. One more time, breathing in. And lion's breath out. Good. From here, simply walk the feet to the top of the mat. Forward fold, relax the head. Bring your hands behind the calves. And just as we did earlier, soften your knees and bring your forehead a little closer to your shins. And if you want a deeper stretch, you can press your thighs back and lift the hips up a bit more. But just notice what you're ready for. Okay, just find your edge, breathing in and breathing out. Soften the knees, and we're just going to roll up nice and slowly. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Once you're standing tall, we'll just sweep the arms out and up one more time, touching the palms above the head and looking up, stretching the front body. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Take a moment to pause, breathing in and out. Okay, release the hands, and let's make our way down to the floor. We're going to finish with a nice stretch for the inner legs, and then Shavasana. So we're going to bring the legs apart as much as is comfortable here. Okay, so you can take your hands behind you and then kind of scoot yourself forward. And as best as you can, flex the feet so the toes point towards the ceiling and ground through your thighs. It's okay if there's a little bend in your knees. And if the hamstrings feel really tight, you can actually just place your feet on the floor. Or actually, no, if your hamstrings are really tight and that's uncomfortable, do one leg at a time. Okay, so just extend one leg at a time. And then wherever you are, either one leg or both legs extended, we're just going to fold forward and draw the chest a little bit closer to the floor until you feel a stretch through the inner thighs. Okay, so deep breaths in and out. Noticing where you're feeling the sensations, noticing your breathing. If it feels nice, you can even come a little closer to the floor, relax your head around the spine, but try to keep your hip bones grounding into the mat. So try not to let your tailbone lift off the floor. Okay, imagine your tailbone is anchoring you down into the floor, and that will get a deeper stretch there in the inner thighs. If you're doing one leg at a time, you can switch now just by slowly walking yourself back up, bringing the extended leg in, and then switching. Nice deep belly breaths here. So as you inhale, belly is expanding. Exhale, belly draws in. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly draws in. Okay, and slowly start to roll yourself back up. Okay. Bring the legs together. Extend the legs out, and we'll come to lay down on our back for our final relaxation. Okay. If there are any final movements you want to do before we relax, such as drawing the knees into the chest, rolling into a little ball, forehead towards the knees, you can do that now. And whenever you feel ready, let's come into our final pose of Shavasana. Okay, so the legs are straight, feet apart, toes to the sides, hands away from you, palms up. Take a moment just to settle into this pose. If this isn't comfortable, you can always bend your knees, feet apart, knees together, with your feet on the floor. And you can always lay in a fetal position on your side if that's more comfortable. Let's take a great big deep breath in together through the nose, out the mouth. Inhale. Sigh it out. And just feeling your body settling in to this final relaxation pose. Feeling the points of contact between your body and the floor as you allow everything to rest and settle down. As we did in the beginning of class, if there are any thoughts floating by, simply just watching them come and go like clouds floating by. And as you inhale, feel your belly rise. As you exhale, feel the belly fall. I'll let you know when it's time to come out by ringing a bell 3 times. Ease. Begin to deepen the breath. Feeling the belly rise and fall. The body breathing itself. Gently wiggle the fingers and toes. Roll the hands and feet, waking the body. And take a big stretch, reach the arms up, stretch the legs, point the toes. And exhale, release, roll onto your right side. Take a moment to pause. And then slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Sitting tall, feeling yourself fully energized and awake and ready for the rest of your evening. And at the top, just noticing how you feel after your practice. Any difference from when we first came in today? And as you exhale, bring your hands together at the heart, tuck your chin, and just thank yourself for making the time for your health, for your well-being. Remembering that when we take care of ourselves and we feel our best, we're the best that we can be for others as well. Thank you so much for sharing your practice. Have a beautiful evening. Namaste.